Hello, everybody. It's Final Rich here with the 10 best albums of 1985. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I'll start back up. I don't know for how many years. I know I can do 86. Some good albums I have there. But anyways, I'm going to just jump right into it. Number 10 is Ashes by Christian Death. This is the last song that featured Roz Williams, founding member and vocalist. He would later create a new Christian Death, I think in the 90s. But yeah, great album. It's got some nice, soft moments. It's got some really hard rocking moments. Just a great album overall. Number 10. Number 9. Sisters of Mercy, the first, the last, and always. Great album. I don't like this as much as the 12 inches and singles that came out, EPs and singles that came out before this. But it's a great album. I'm not going to say anything negative. Number 8, King of Rock, Run DMC. Now, I know I have a friend who he listens to rap, let's put it that way, more than anything else. He doesn't know anything about rock, at least very little. And he can't listen to this anymore. He said it's too dated, but I love it. It's very simple drum beats and a lot of guitars on this album. A lot of guitars. Fantastic album. Went platinum. Number 7, The Pogues. What is it? The Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash. Very punk rock and traditional Irish folk music blended in together and spewed out. It's a fantastic album. Elvis Costello originally produced A Pair of Brown Eyes and Sally McLean for a single. And they got along so well, he decided he would do the whole album. Yeah, this is produced by Elvis Costello. Number 6, everybody's favorite, Death in June with Nada. Now this is a interesting album. It has some of that neo-folk on it. The direction he would go into in the 90s. And but it's also got some industrial stuff on it. It's got the second song on side 2, The Calling. It almost sounds like a late 80s Depeche Mode, you know? But yeah, really good album. Very good, well-produced album. I would say it's a better produced album than their first 2. I don't know if it's better, though. But yeah, it's number 6. Okay, top 5. Top 5. We got Circle Jerks with Wonderful. Now, if I was doing my favorite albums, this would probably be number 1. But I gotta be honest, you know, it's a great album. But there are some other albums that are greater. This is a punk band doing a great rock and roll album. That's all I can say, you know. It's a great album, man. Check it out, man. Anybody that likes rock and roll should check that out. Number 4, we got The Cure with The Head on the Door, is it? The Head on the Door. That's such a weird album. And the cover's even weirder, you know. It's got I was going to say their hits. In Between Days and Close to You. They were singles. They weren't hits. In Between Days got to 99 on the Billboard charts. Close to You didn't even make the charts. So a lot of people, they think of these new wave bands as like the 80s sound. Well, in the US, they really weren't the 80s sound. They were getting played on K-Rock, but a lot of the major labels, most major labels, weren't playing them at all. This is a great album. It's like the song In Between Days, it kind of hints at the direction they were going to go into. Most of the songs are guitar driven. There are keyboards, but they're usually like spacey and kind of atmospheric. With the exception of the first song on side 2, which is The Baby Screams. It starts off with a pretty 80s sounding keyboard, and it sticks out like a sore thumb on this album. The second song, Close to You, is not guitar driven at all. It's a piano based song. Dun, 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 or however it goes. But anyways, enough said. Number 3, Corrosion of Conformity, Animosity. Now this is a late entry. I mean, I had my 10 set and I was just, okay, I'll listen to this one. And most weren't cracking. This one cracked, not only cracked into the top 10, it got to number 3. Just a great punk, speed, thrash album. I mean, these guys were definitely thrash. And we're at the top 2. This next one, I was certain was going to be my number 1. But it's number 2. And it's the Jesus and Mary Chain with Psycho Candy. A great punk rock album. Yeah, I said it. It's a punk rock album. Most of the songs are in the same kind of structure as the Ramones. They're not as fast. Sometimes they are, but they're definitely noisier, chaotic. There are some slow songs on this album too. But yeah, it's I mean, it's like the Beach Boys and this wall of noise meshing together. And number 1, with a bang, is the Smiths' Meat is Murder. Now, if you listen to that Jesus and Mary Chain, and then you listen to this sounds very thin compared to that bombastic wall of noise on the Psycho Candy. But that said, man, this is just a great album. And what puts this at number 1 is what difference does it make? No, that's not the song. I've got a senior moment here. How Soon Is Now? That guitar riff, just a great vocals. I can't believe I couldn't remember the name of this song. Is included on the US version. Now, if that wasn't included, I don't know if this would be number 1. But yeah, it starts off with the Headmaster Ritual. Just a great, I don't know, man. What can I say? That joke isn't funny anymore. And it ends with Meat is Murder. Now, that song, it never really, I thought it was a good song, but it wasn't. I never thought of it as that impactful until I saw Morrissey live, and it was like the centerpiece of the concert, and it was moving. Just put it that way. Anyways, number 1, the Smiths. Now I'm gonna do 3 honorable mentions. Sade, Promise. This was knocked out by Corrosion of Conformity. This was my number 10. And Corrosion of Conformity didn't enter the top 10 at 10. It entered at 3. Another one that was eventually knocked out is this REM album, which is, this album cover is so stupid. That's the front. Although REM is that way, and the barcode's there. And then you got REM here, and the pictures of the band. Oh, it's a mess of a cover. And then my other honorable mention that I thought would make this is Hell Awaits by Slayer. Really good, really great thrash album. But I must say, I think the Corrosion of Conformity is better. No Black Flag, even though they had 2 albums. Okay, Texas Rangers, just put Arizona out of their misery, please.